Hello everyone, in today's video we'll talk about two important books that have given me important life lessons that I think most of the college education lacks today. What are those two books that I'm really excited about? Let's talk about them in detail, but before that, let's talk about what an ideal book would be like. 1, 2, 3, wait 5 more seconds because YouTube algorithm says my dip starts here. Billboards, articles, news updates, phone messages, our bills and even road signs. We read anything and everything under the sun. Then why not a book? Simply put, we read everything and anything for a reason. We read that billboard because the picture on it attracted us. We glanced through a news update because we found something meaningful. And we go through our messages because these are conversations between our friends and our family. And we read our bills because they are important. And lastly, we read our signs because we need to reach our destination. Without them, we are lost. So let's build a list for an ideal book then. Attraction, meaningful, habit, conversation, important. And lastly, taking to your destination. It's obvious that I can say blah 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 and you won't give a damn. But what if I told you that I read 2 books in this month of September up until today, which is 14th of September, that I have understood deeply and I've been able to apply lessons learned from those 2 books in my real life decisions. So let's find out. I read Shoe Dog from 2nd till 8th of September this month, and I grasped every important word and highlighted every important sentence which threw light on my sense of wisdom. And I realized by reading this book that doing business is inherently your inner calling. It's not about the profits, it's not about the loss, and it's not even about the money that you make through that business and buy things off it. But it's about the simple fact that a shoe company can seep so deep in the minds of the general people like you and like me that you genuinely love that shoe company as a brand. And in Shoe Dog's case, it was Nike. After reading this book, I realized that doing business is not about selling that shoe to the customer, to the consumer, but doing business is about selling that shoe to that customer that makes a difference in that person's life. That is such a rare education that you will never find in a school or a college. That's what I got after reading Shoe Dog. After reading this book, Shoe Dog, you can see that here right now in the picture, I realized that building a team is finding like-minded individuals who share the same passion as yours. It's so important if you are starting a business, because like you, for them, money is not the end goal, but the end goal is the product, service, the passion that you want to put out in the market to succeed. And nothing will give them more joy than that product, that service, that passion of your team to reach to the end consumers. Because at the end of the day, it's about the belief that the team has in that product that will shine eventually, that I understood by reading this book. And your priority number 1 should be to find people just like that, because those people will be your real team. And in this book, Shoe Dog, Phil Knight, who's the co-founder, the driving force, succeeds. He was very lucky, in fact, to find those kind of people. If you get a team like that, no one in the world can stop you. That is a guarantee. So these are the lessons that I learned from this book. What our college education lacks today is the ability to think critically and practically and apply those thinking in real life situation that can help us grow in our business and in our profession. And Shoe Dog epitomizes that book, which will give you those life lessons that you can really apply. And I think it is such an important book. From September 9th onwards, I started reading this book called Hooked. Now this book is unlike Shoe Dog, where Shoe Dog was all about heart and breaking the rules. This book, Hooked, talks about the consumer psychology and break down the steps that are needed for a creator like me to make an impact. Like, for example, in this particular book, in the chapter Habit Zone, the writer supports his theory by a research which says that in order for your new product to be successful in the market, your product or service, like in my case service, has to be 9 times better than the competition which is already producing the same service in that space. To support this statement, he gives an example of keyboard, QWERTY keyboard that we have been using for ages now. The same QWERTY keyboard that you use when you use your mobile to message somebody on WhatsApp, the same keyboard that you use when you use a laptop to type, and the same keyboard that you use in your PCs. That QWERTY keyboard was designed back in 1870s. So can you imagine, in the space of this 150 odd year since 1870s, not even one designer has been able to successfully replace the QWERTY design keyboard. Do you think people have not tried? They have, but none of the design has been accepted. Why? Because people find it difficult to replace the keyboard that they have been using for ages with the new design. And the reason writer states in this book is that old habits die hard, which means that as consumers, there are certain neural pathways that are etched in our brain which we get used to because of using a certain product over a period of time, and for a rival product, a new product to come into the market and replace the older one, that new product has to be 9 times better than the existing product, and no other designer has been able to do it. Which in my case will be such an uphill task because I make videos on books and trending topics, and I do book discussions as well. My video needs to be 9 times better than the competition's video to be able to grab eyeballs, to be able to engage with people and consumers and bring in new consumers to my videos. I think the book hook goes into the consumer psychology, where we understand what consumer needs, and students in college who will be getting into a workforce sooner than later will understand better as to how to position themselves, and people who are starting their businesses after college as well, especially social media creators like us who want more consumer engagement, should give this book a chance. And I think it is one of the books that gave me the lessons in terms of what I should be doing to improve my engagement. And I highly recommend that you read these 2 books if you have not read these 2 books. I enjoy them thoroughly, especially this one. This one is closer to my heart, and because it talks about the personal journey and how the company grew in size. So if you have come this far, you can definitely look at these books, and I'll drop in the link of these 2 books in the description box below. I'll end this video by what I said in the beginning of the video, that has this video been conversational, and has this video been meaningful, and did this video take you to your destination? Because that was the end goal. What do you think about this video? Please let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video and this type of content, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends, with your colleagues who think a little bit about books but are a little concerned as to how they can get that energy in them to read that book that they really want to read and get motivated. And if you like this video, do that. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video, which is coming very soon. You have a good day. Bye-bye.